Hey guys, this is Echo Soundworks with ADSR. In this video, I'm going to show you a cool saturation trick you can use on a lot of different sources in the mix, but in this video, we're going to be focusing on an 808. So let's check out the demo. All right, so a lot of you know that it's a good thing usually to put saturation or some type of distortion on an 808 or a sub bass. It gives it more character. It makes it stand out more in the mix, right? Well, this technique uses saturation, distortion, but it's not just putting on a distortion plugin on the whole sound and then setting the distortion, the output, the level, the mix, etc. We want to focus in on specific frequencies like the fundamental, harmonic, or some overtones, right? Now, depending on your sub or 808 that you're using, one of those may get better results than the other. So sometimes it'll be the fundamental, sometimes it'll be the harmonic if you're using this technique, or sometimes it'll be some of the overtones, right? Now, it helps if you have a multi-band distortion plugin, maybe something like FabFilter Saturn, Isotope Trash. You can do this actually with the stock distortion or the saturator inside of Ableton. You can just set the frequency. So what we want to do is figure out what's going on with the bass. So load up an EQ. You can use EQ8 if you're in Ableton. I'm using Logic, so I'm going to use a free plugin called Voxengo Span. And all I'm going to do is play my 808. All right, so I'm going to hit hold, and we can see that we have, looks like an F, looks like we have an A, looks like another F, right? So I'm going to start with those, F, A, F. So with this specific sound, I've already done this. I've used FabFilter Saturn, and I have two bands, but I'm soloing, so I'm kind of focusing in on those frequencies, right? So this first one here is muted, and this is the band that's active. You can see that I've soloed it. So then I chose a heavy saturation distortion type, drive's not that high, and there's the level. So when we play this, there it is off and on. It has so much more body in this instance. Now, if we open up Span while I'm playing this, I'll hit hold. Right, you can see that this there's our frequency spectrum with FabFilter Saturn on. And if I turn this off, right, we can see that this A2 is at about negative 40 dB, and this F3 is at negative 46 dB. Let's turn on FabFilter Saturn again and test this one more time. All right, so now this is at negative 36 dB, and this is at negative 40. So we've raised about by 6 dB some of the tones over our fundamental, right? So that's giving it more body. Now, I did that by focusing in on a specific range of frequencies here. So you can see that my band crossover frequency that we're soloing with FabFilter Saturn is set to 110 hertz, and it goes up to 200 hertz. Now, if we load up a plugin where we can see frequency ranges, I'll load up FabFilter Pro Q2, and I go to A2, right? That's at 110 hertz. So that's why I've started this frequency crossover in this band here at that frequency range. Right, and I could add other bands in here. We could even go to one of the harmonics above it to add more sizzle, more high end, but I wanted to add more body specifically to this, kind of like that mid punch for the 808, and that did the trick. Now, if I play this and we move around this frequency here, let me copy this. So if we move this around, right, it really changes the character of our 808. Try to listen to this on headphones or good monitors so you can tell. There's how it was before. And we'll move this up. I mean, that's a pretty big difference. It doesn't drastically change the 808, but it's changing the character of it. And sometimes that's just what you need to get it to sit in the mix right. So if you guys have never messed around with this technique, try it out. It works pretty well. A lot of the times, it's just what you need to get the 808 to sound how you want it to. All right, if you have any questions or comments, let me know, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, hit that like and subscribe button. All right, guys, like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm Echo Soundworks. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.